Australia has just witnessed a political turnaround that few saw coming. In a stunning result, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his Labour Party have not only held on to power, but have surged ahead with a commanding majority, leaving the opposition reeling and rewriting the story of modern Australian politics. I'm Leo, and in this special report, we'll unpack how Albanese defied the odds, what this means for Australia's future, and why the world is paying close attention. Let's start with the numbers, while the final count is still underway. Projections show Labour is on track to secure around 86 seats, an impressive gain that cements their authority. The Conservative Liberal National Coalition, led by Peter Dutton, has suffered a dramatic setback, expected to finish with just about 40 seats. The Greens, who previously made significant inroads, are likely to end up with only 1 or 2 seats. While independents and minor parties are ahead in 9 constituencies, this landslide is even more remarkable considering where things stood just months ago. Albanese's approval ratings had plummeted to historic lows, battered by economic challenges, heated national debates, and growing public frustration. Many pundits predicted he would fall victim to the so-called incumbency curse, a global trend where first-term governments are ousted by restless voters. But instead, Albanese has made history, becoming the first Australian Prime Minister in over 2 decades to win consecutive elections. So what changed the game? The answer lies in the issues that dominated the campaign. For everyday Australians, the rising cost of living was front and center. Concerns about the affordability of healthcare and the dream of home ownership were on everyone's lips. Albanese's message of fairness, opportunity, and compassion resonated with voters who were looking for stability in uncertain times. But there was another dynamic at play: the shadow of global politics. With the possibility of Donald Trump returning to the White House, international relations became a hot topic. Peter Dutton, the opposition leader, was often compared to Trump for his tough stances on immigration, public spending cuts, and China. Despite his efforts to distance himself from the comparison, many voters saw Dutton's approach as too extreme. It cost him dearly. Not only did his party lose, but Dutton himself was unseated after 24 years representing his district. In his victory speech, Albanese struck a hopeful tone, declaring that Australians had chosen values of equality, aspiration, and kindness. He reiterated his promises to make healthcare, especially GP visits, more affordable, to help more Australians buy homes, and to take stronger action on climate change. He also made a renewed commitment to reconciliation with Indigenous Australians, referencing the failed 2023 voice referendum, which sought to give Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people a formal advisory role in Parliament. This is a pivotal moment for Australia, as the last election saw a surge in support for minor parties and independents. But this time, voters have returned to the major parties, giving Labour a clear mandate. The question now is, what will they do with it? Let us pause for a moment. What do you think should be the top priority for Australia's new government? Should they focus on healthcare, housing, climate action, or reconciliation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters, and we want to hear from you. Meanwhile, the opposition faces a period of deep reflection. Dutton's campaign was marred by policy reversals, public gaffes, and a strategy that veered into culture war territory. Many within his own party are now questioning whether a hard-right approach is the way forward, especially in the moderate urban electorates where they lost the most ground. As one former strategist put it, the party needs to stop deluding itself and have a serious rethink if it wants to be competitive again. For Labour, the challenge is just beginning. With a strong mandate comes high expectations. Australians will be watching closely to see if Albanese's government can deliver on its promises, making healthcare and housing more accessible, addressing climate change, and advancing reconciliation with First Nations people. The world, too, is watching, as Australia's choice for stability over populism stands in contrast to trends in other democracies. So what's next for Australia? Will this landslide victory usher in a new era of progress, or will old divisions resurface? One thing is certain: the decisions made in the coming months will shape the nation's future for years to come. If you want to stay informed on Australia's political journey and be part of the conversation, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us in the comments. Your voice is part of this story. Thanks for watching. I'm Leo, and we'll keep bringing you the latest as this historic chapter unfolds.